We gonna sing a new song, and what I want y'all to do is let us know if you like it or not. But this song says I'm gonna serve the Lord while I have a chance. Everybody sing the rest of your
I'm back. Sorry. But I was saying, bro, we done did a lot of shows together, dog. But that is, can y'all hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Let's see. Audio, audio. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, that was like I said. We done did a lot of shows together, but that definitely top. I ain't gonna say top five, top three might even be number one. Like y'all boys was killing, start to finish. Like the crowd was into it, we was into it, and you know what? The crazy thing is, you was in uniform, and I don't even think we told you was in. Yeah. Y'all Rufus was in uniform, man. Hey, they say once a rev, always a rev. Y'all give Rufus a great big hand again, man. Oh, y'all can do better than that. Y'all can definitely do better than that. There we go. Oh, okay. Got you. So, all right. So I know y'all seen that post going around. It was a young man saying, how you can't. Well, let me see if I can find it because I don't want to, never want to misquote anybody. See if I can find it. I should have had it pulled up already. Let's see. Uh, he said, quartet shows will not pay your bills. Go get you a job. That's the post. Spin, what up, Bo? Yeah, he said quartet shows will not pay your bills. Go get a job. And to that, I say, can't 100% agree with that. Quartet has been good. It's been good to me. It's paid many of bills. A lot of stuff I got is from being on the road. Not saying that I'm rich or anything, but Quartet has really, y'all give my son little gold a hand. That's for you, Gold Wall. But yeah, I don't agree at all. Your situation might. Hey, let me talk about what I'm gonna talk about. So, coming from an established group, it is anything. It's always levels to it. Is you got, I say, A, B, C tier. You got your top of the top, then you got your B level, then you got your C level groups, and whatever no matter what you do, it's always different levels to what you do. Like I don't care what it is. So that might not be the case for a lot of people. Business, how your group handles business, all that stuff goes into play. A lot of different factors. And even then, certain artists, it don't matter. You can be professional, local, whatever you want to call it. You can always have an agreement or something with your whatever the lead singer or the manager. So if y'all agree to that price, then that's something totally different. So if you charge, and let's say your fee, this me just throwing a number. Say you tell them you need $400 a weekend, and say the artist is traveling every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or sometimes even just Saturday, Sunday, or however they do it. You can sustain with money like that if it's consistent and you know it's gonna be there. And like it's a lot of different factors that go into place. So don't jump down my throat. I know people got Some people have kids, wives, and things like that of that nature. So that stuff do make a difference. Then you have to think about the area. Some people live in certain areas where the cost of living ain't as much. You might have some people stay at home with their parents, but they ain't really got to pay bills. So you charging for a weekend. That's decent money for somebody who ain't really got no. If you ain't got no bills, you can live like a king. But I say this, and I'll tell anybody this: if you are dependent on one source of income, I don't care who you are already losing. If you only got one source of income, you have lost. I have always had my hand in something, like always. Ever since I've been able to make money the legal way, that's the only way I've ever made money is legally. But I've always had something else going on, because you don't never just want to depend. I don't, even when you say get a job, jobs ain't guaranteed, especially with the foolishness going on now. How they talking about people getting laid off of jobs and fired and all that. There's nothing guaranteed. So say you do have you a 9 to 5, as y'all like to call it, a 9 to 5. Georgia is an at-will state. I don't know where else they are, but Georgia is an at-will state. They can fire you for no reason. No reason at all. They ain't even got to have a reason. They can fire you because we are considered an at-will state. It can be to their discretion. They can have a stupid reason like, I don't like how you got your hair. Not saying that they do that, but it's a possibility. Stuff like that does happen, and it can happen. So if you just only got that one source of income, you failed. You have failed royally. Like me, I have a 9 to 5, as y'all call it. I do a lot of gig work, not music wise, but like gig work is anything like 1099 work, like independent contractors. So like I do deliveries, I do all kind of stuff. But don't ever just depend on one source of income. Now, me personally, I have at one point in my life, I just only did music. I just only did like quartet. I was doing quartet in church, and I was completely fine. But then as I got a little older, I said, man, I kind of want some more things. So I was like, well, let me just get a job and see and work. Now, the way I work now is I don't have to work like on Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays. I'm completely off. So I can do whatever I want. Now, if I want to go in on a Friday, I can. But you can definitely, let me check the comments. Fussy. Yeah, you can definitely live off of it. You can, like I said, I've done it. Now, just that one, having one source, like, I don't recommend nobody having just one source of income. That's foolish. But you can definitely do it. I know people who've done it. Like, I talk to people. Everybody know how close I was with Keith. That's all he did. For I know he told me he used to sell insurance, and he said he actually lost the job. He was selling insurance. He was working for New York Life. He lost the job because of a gig, and he said after that he didn't work anymore, and he didn't have to because he was making good money. And like I said, it's all about how your organization is ran, what agreement you may have, because even everybody in the group might not be making the same thing. You don't know what the musician. Oh yeah, and you got to have. Well, I ain't gonna say you got to, but having a good church is key, especially like an understanding church. Like the churches I play at, they understand like this is what I do. Like, so it's pretty much understood. Like he's a working musician, so it's key to have those kind of things too. Like if you ever have to, now if you do have to miss church, have you a backup musician. If they don't already have one, see if you can find a backup. Or I done got to where now, if I can fly certain cities and stuff, I'll fly. But don't never just depend on one source of income. But you can live off quartet. Trust me, you can do it. Now, it's different strokes for different folks. Now your group, you can't live off of it if you only got 1 to 2 shows out the month, if that. Nah, that's different. You can't live off of it. So I understand that, but you can't just say like go get a job, because music is some people full-time job. Like Fuzzy, I know Fuzzy, he does music full-time. I know a couple more people that do it. Let's see. Matter of fact, I got this clip I want to show y'all. This is from Commission. This is them talking about the music industry and things of that nature. Hold on. Let me get it pulled up so y'all can see it. Hate when they do that. Alrighty. All right, check this clip out.
The business side of it. How different is it from the R&B side? I mean, obviously you guys have always done gospel, but I'm saying as far as just the point structure, the money structures, like, is it better? Is it worse? Is it like, did y'all make some real money off of, these first deals, or how does that go?
Absolutely no.
all right. Okay. So y'all was doing it. Y'all was doing it for the Lord. Y'all was doing it for the Lord.
Absolutely not.
No. It's a world of difference in the gospel than it is. The budgets are a lot bigger. Even how they do radio, everything is different in gospel than when they do it in secular radio. As far as
so, it's bigger
promotion.
in gospel. No, you
No,
said it's bigger in R&B or in
oh,
secular
it's
music?
way bigger in
Yeah.
R&B.
Okay.
You know, everybody's once we got going, we really want to get a secular deal because they got the budgets, they got the marketing.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a different world.
So, if you remember, do you remember what y'all signed for? I would love
what
to
we
know.
signed for.
Yeah.
We didn't get nothing. We just signed.
Huh?
We got nothing. We just signed for them more options. Period. I think our first budget,
not more money.
No, I think
Okay.
probably our first
Okay.
budget may have
Alright.
been like 25,000 maybe
To make the record, to
finish
for
it.
y'all to eat, for everything.
Yeah. Because in gospel, you only make your money if you travel
Okay.
on the road.
All right.
Just road money.
On the road money. You know, the budgets for marketing and all that stuff for radio and everything, it's nowhere near secular.
No.
Right. So we just had to go with the flow. And to answer your question, my friend, absolutely not. You had to keep your day job to sing gospel.
And that's the part.
So it's like the old NBA days.
That is coming from one of the biggest gospel groups of all time. Nowadays it's a little different, but I always have you more than just one thing going on, but you can do it. Fred Hammond he's currently doing that. He's just doing music. Now, as you heard, they was talking about budgets and everything. Budgets are different in certain genres, but with the right budgeting and team and all that, promotion, marketing, you can make some good money. You can make it. What up, Cass? But yeah, if you with a successful, well, I don't want to say it. If you with a good group, you can make good money. Or you don't even have to just be with a full-time group. You can be, like I said earlier, an independent contractor. So it's like you can be someone who, if a group needs you and you in the area, or they come to your area, you say, hey, I need such and such. I know musicians that do that. You can I know singers that'll do that. You can, if you know how to structure it and run it, you can make a living doing what you really love doing. You can do it. But like I said, also make sure you just have something else going on just in case, because it's always, peak season and lows with everything. So just always make sure you got something else in your back pocket, whether if it ain't a regular 9 to 5, maybe looking to invest in you like a home studio. You can track for people. Not only just that, you can do like jingles or make commercials, anything to where you can keep. It's all about a cash flow. You have to have cash flow. I've learned that as I've gotten older. cash flow is important. It ain't about how much money you make, it's how you sustain what you got and how you keep it, just keep it going. So that's my spiel on it, honestly. Different strokes for different folks. You can have a 9 to 5, but you can do what you love and take some of that money out and get you some insurance. You can do 401k. You can do all that working for yourself and just doing music. You can invest in all that. Matter of fact, got something else I want to show y'all. If you want to start putting you up some money for the future, I recommend this right here. Showed it one time before, but I want to make sure y'all see it again. Acorns. If you ain't on Acorns, get on it. If you want my link, I can send it to you. I can inbox it to you, text. This is an IRA, and you can also get you a bank account through them too. Start saving and investing for retirement. And you can put as little as $5 a day in it if you want. You can invest however you feel. If you want to do daily, weekly, monthly, and they'll just take it out. And then also, if you purchase stuff, they can just use money from your purchasing and put it up for you. I have an Acorns account. I've had to touch it one time just because, sometimes things happen. But you can always invest. Don't let nobody tell you just have to have a job to put up money for yourself. You can do all this with Acorns. So you'll have by the time you get older. I want y'all to see it. Oh, and this, I didn't even know they do this. They even match up to 3%. Didn't know it. I didn't even know that. But if you want to put you some money up and you don't have like a traditional bank account, you can always do this. I'm just here to help. That's all. But yeah, don't let nobody tell you you can't make money just by solely off of just doing quartet or music, period, because you can. I don't care who the artist is. Like I said, if you have it to where you and that artist or that manager have an agreement and it's in writing or however you do it, you can make it. You might have to budget if you choose to just only do music, that's all well and good. But I suggest having something else going on, even if it ain't, if it's just something like a little part-time job. Or I done started getting into like the stock market and stuff too, so I make money that way. It's all kind of little things you can do. Let me see. I think I'm missing a comment. This is the type of stuff that need to be. Yeah, seriously. But a lot of people don't teach it because they either don't know about it, or some people just like to kind of keep information to themselves. And I ain't that type of guy. If I can help you in any way, I will. And what's up, Justin? But it's ways you can do it, man. If you do it the right way, you can really be successful in this thing. It's some artists that may only get a certain amount from their dates, or sometimes, like we all know, and this go on in all genres. Promoters can screw you out your money. They can, and some will do it. So now, in that instance, I don't know if how would you do that unless you have it in like I said, if you got that in writing, it's all kind of ways. Like if you got that deal structured to work that, but that's one drawback I will say to music. It can be either janky promoters, or sometimes the show just flop, because that'll happen too. Sometimes shows just flop, and in music, it tends to happen from time to time. What up, Chew? And also, get you some assets. Get you something that'll, anything that'll hold and keep value over time. Invest in all that kind of little stuff, because you're gonna need it when you get older. Excuse me, hold on, y'all. I gotta get me a little sip. Cranberry juice is good for you. But Canton Spirituals are a group I know that they do fairly well, and they have done fairly well. Lee Williams and the Spiritual QCs, they done fairly well. It's a lot of them. Y'all remember I had Michael Kempson, Big Mike from Supreme Angels, and he talked about how it was being a part of that camp and how they were taken care of. Now, times have changed. Things have gotten a little more expensive. Music, the way music is presented to us ain't really the same how it was 20, 30 years ago. Streams don't really pay. I got a video right now. It has over 255,000 views, and the money aspect was like $30. 255,000 people viewed the video, and I was only given $30 for it. Streams don't add up. That's why you see artists still sitting up record tables. That's why you still see them passing out CDs, selling CDs. So when you see these artists at these shows, a lot of times they kind of need that. They need that extra little sale or that extra little piece of change to help get down the road. Trying to, man. I'm trying. I'm really trying. So all that stuff goes into place. Just the market. Gas is through the roof. Cost of living in certain places. You see how much a carton of eggs is. Stuff is just high. So that's why I will say to always just have something else going on. So if you come off the weekend and it don't go as good as planned, you still have a paycheck coming from somewhere, or you done did like some 1099 work. You can always, most 1099 apps, gig apps, you can cash out instantly. So I do all, like when I tell you I got my hands on so many different things, I got my hands on a lot of stuff. Just in case, because you never know. You never know. No job is guaranteed. They laying people off left and right. They firing people. Some places just ain't hiring. So you can't just really say, get a job, because jobs are kind of hard to come by unless you have like a CDL, or you like a nurse or anything like that, or a barber, or you got a trade. Jobs are kind of, if you got a decent job, hold on to it. But if you can do music, studio, playing at a good church, teaching lessons. I have people ask about lessons, but I know I don't have that kind of patience. It's a lot of ways you can make money than just getting like a traditional 9 to 5 if you don't want to go that route. But I will keep saying it. Get you something else. Make sure you have something else going on at all times. Shote, man, funerals, people. I used to would not charge for funerals. I used to wouldn't charge until a friend of mine who works at a funeral home. We was talking, and he was saying, "Man, take your feelings out of it. Them people have budgets for that kind of stuff. A lot of that stuff is included in the price." I got to play at a funeral this weekend, so he was like, "Man, whatever you charge, get it. Don't be ashamed to ask." He said, "I know you might feel like you might be being a burden on the family, but no, they be having budgets for that." Yep. So, bro, if you killing, if you make, if the funeral thing is your thing, keep doing it, because that's gonna be something that's never. You talk about a job never going out of style. Somebody probably about to get ready to call you for a funeral, and probably about the next day or so, because just as shows you on this live, somebody checking up out of here. The day is about to go. I give a price based on who called me. When the funeral home called me, man, hey, when the funeral home call you, they got it. See, you see. Hey, y'all, give it up for Shote, man. This goes for all genres. You got to. You have. I know some guys who's on the R&B side. We in like trading and investing groups together, like group chats. I won't give no names, but they play for some prominent people, and they trade like they're in the stock market and all that. You can't even your favorite athlete got something else going on. You think Jordan just a billionaire from just off of shoes? Now he is very well rich off the shoes, but you got to think he's still getting a pension from the NBA, and he don't get he gets a good percentage from Nike, but of course they get theirs. He I think he sold the Bobcats, Hornets, whatever it is. He got his hands on a lot. LeBron on a soccer team. He's part owner of a soccer team. Endorsements from Nike. He got a school. He built that school in Akron. You got to have something else going on. Like I said, I ain't gonna say got to because I don't want to make you feel like I'm just telling you what to do, but I strongly recommend it. Honestly, it was hard keeping a job besides warehouse work. Right. With them warehouses and them plants, chalk plants and all that. A lot of that stuff you have to work weekends or every other weekend and holidays. Now, I'm at the point now, I don't mind working a holiday. I do not mind, except for Christmas and Thanksgiving. But yeah, if you do go the job route, see if you can find either a state job, because most state employees, they only work Monday through Friday. Or I used to work for the Department of Transportation here, and we was Monday through Thursday, working 10-hour days. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I could do whatever. Work hard Monday through Thursday, and then after that, you hit the road. Been at mine 10 years. Mike, you got to stay locked in with them, man. And so you got that rapport with them, so whenever you do need to go, it ain't no issue. And that's how I am with my current job. Like I'm usually off at 1:30 anyway. But if I feel the need to where I don't want to come in on a Monday, I can always either I could just make it up or not work at all. It's all about having multiple streams of income. I had another clip for y'all I wanted to play. Let me see. If not, now if anybody want to come up, let me know and I can drop the link. No, sir. When you don't put 15 years, I work what weekends I want to work. That's the only way I can travel. Right. See, and everybody don't have that kind of flexibility, but it's good that you got that. It's definitely good you can do that. You can move around how you want to. That makes all the difference. Bro, you can make money doing quartet. I seen that and I was like, yeah, I don't agree. You can definitely make money doing quartet. If you are a hot group, well, yeah, if you're a hot group and you got songs that people want to hear, yeah, you gonna work. The phone ain't gonna never stop ringing. Now it have to make sense for you too. It got to make sense. I work for the church. I play at their own group on Monday, Thursday night shift soccer. Yep, that's a good gig. That's a good gig to have. Yeah, if you can do something like that to where you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, and then don't let them mess around and like say you is on the road and you can still hit churches and hit your gig too at the same time. Man, I love them weekends. Like if we going somewhere Saturday and I can either drive or fly or somewhere close by like that, and I can hit church, and then once I get out, let's go. Jokers League. And it got to make sense. It has to make sense. Because when it's time to call, or when Verizon hit you up and be like, Hey, you got to pay this bill. They don't want to hear nothing about the promoter didn't have. Or when you go to Walmart and that total is 45, 38, they don't want to hear nothing about man, the show. What you going to either have to get out of line or borrow some money from somebody. Yes, sir. It's hard out here without a job or multiple streams of income. With us only being gone for almost 4 years. We're gonna go. Yep. Now, I will say the pandemic should have taught us to always have a backup plan, always have something else going on. Because nobody's singing in no genre. I mean, people were doing those virtuals and might have got a cash up here or there, but and then you might have had some churches going on, but majority, what nobody doing that? You couldn't. So always keep some in your back pocket. I don't care what it is. Long as it's legal. Let it be legal. I will stress that. Whatever you do, make sure it is a legal gig. Like I said, you can always do 1099 work. I got some apps I can send you if you're interested in doing 1099 work in your area. It's possibilities are endless. You can do Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Man, when I tell you, I just be trying stuff sometimes. It's a lot of delivery apps I use, all kind of stuff. So if I just get bored or I feel like I just need to make some extra money, Walmart Spark. If you have a Walmart in your area, see if you can do Spark. Now, you can make some good money doing that. And that's just delivering groceries with your vehicle. And if you're in the right area, it don't never stop. I have seen some real good weeks just delivering groceries. And sometimes it don't be nothing about 3-4 bags at a time, most places. So you drop that off, you go back again, drop that off, go back again. And you just do stuff like this, man, you can do it. You can definitely do it. It's all kind of apps, man. If you want me to send them to you, I definitely can. So that's my spiel. You can make a living doing quartet. You can make a living doing music. Sean, how you? The pandemic made them white folks hate us even more because we know how to. Man, if I ain't learned anything else from watching Sanford and Son, it is go out and get it. Fred Sanford taught me to go out and get it. We needed a quartet union so we can really grow. Man, I got a take on that, but man, I'll say that live for another day. I say that a union would be nice, but yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, you can definitely make money. You can make money doing this. Trust me, I know. I ain't telling what I heard. I've seen it. I've done it. I drive truck, quartet musicians, right? And like I said, it's some local artists that will pay you what you ask for. If they really want you or they value you, they'll pay you. They'll pay you what you ask for. All genres. Yeah, there was literally nobody on nobody's stage because people were scared to go out. First of all, they were scared to go out, and second of all, you had curfews certain places you couldn't leave. You know, consider Lowe's, but I bet our business will hold up against any artist. Like I said, it depends on the artist and how you got that plan. Because even if you see certain people in like the professional groups or whatever, you don't know what agreement that the next man may have. So one person might be making a little bit more than the next. You never know. You don't know the situation. That's why I say you can definitely do this. Or you can be one of those quartet musicians who have a studio and they do studio work. Don't let nobody make you feel like you got to just have a regular 9 to 5 though. Yeah, you ain't. People lose them every day. They close down every day. You see all these businesses going out. A lot of stores we grew up with, and like our parents and grandparents, they are going out of business. In my opinion, you can, maybe not in the quartet genre, but I still believe you can. You just got to be business smart, but you definitely can. I know an MD that makes $1,200 a week. Bass player make $900 a week from one church. You can do it. I'm telling you, in the right area, the right church situation, you can sustain yourself. As long as you don't have like a lot of a lot of people mess up where they try and live above their means. Like you trying to live like you got this millionaire budget, but you don't. So you have to be smart with your money. Invest in your money. Well, invest your money, I meant. Get you some crypto. Crypto is about to be the biggest thing. Bitcoin popped, and then none of us know it was going to be. When it first came out, like 2010, it was like 1 penny. 2025, what? It's like $100,000 for a coin. Get crypto. Folks talk about Quartet bills and staying in their house ain't paying, but they're faithful to that. Yeah, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Paul Dorsey, you can make money in Quartet, but will you retire from it? Paul, that's what I was talking about. Let me pull this back up. I'll let y'all see this again. That's why I was talking about this app right here called Acorns. You put your money up, take some of that out, whatever you get. I don't know what you get, take some out, start you this IRA, and they match up to 3%. Put some back. I know you can do a minimum of $5 daily, monthly, or weekly. So it's just how you want to do it. It won't kill you. You won't miss that $5 or however much you want to put back. Sign up, get you an account, put you some money back for them gigs, because you can do it. So, and also I have health and life insurance. I just started my policies back, and I got all that for under. I only pay $100 a month for health, dental, vision, and I got a life insurance policy, good policy, and I don't even pay $100. Even though I have to pay for it out of my pocket, I mean that's still good. I know I can manage that. Some folks have regular jobs and can't. Yeah, man. I know people who retire and still have to go back to work. Oh yeah, you better invest in yourself, or you'll be somewhere 80 years old and still talking about welcome to McDonald's. How am I take you over? You'll be 80 years old still trying to work at McDonald's or somewhere. So put up you some money while you can. If you want an Acorns account, I can definitely send you my link, and you'll get a little money in there, and I'll get some in mine. But yeah, put you some money back. It's ways of doing stuff. I ain't gonna say lazy. A lot of times we don't want to do stuff. Bad business, greed, and ignorance is why we keep missing the mark. Yep. Working at McDonald's or picking cotton. Oh, I ain't picking cotton for nobody. No can do. I refuse to pick cotton. But yeah, man. It's money out here to be made. It's definitely money out here to be made. Oh yeah, Paul. Like I said, we ain't talking against jobs. It's just like it's other ways you can make money outside of a traditional 9 to 5. Or if you want to do part-time work, you can do it's definitely ways around it. Q, what up, man? What's going on with you? Yeah. I was always taught to never depend on one source of income. I was always taught that. Because you just don't never know. You don't never know what can go wrong. Them people can just, like Georgia is an at-will state. They can get rid of you just because. With the way they're departing one and them, a lot of people about to be back on the construction sites. And it's some good money in construction, but you got to work to get it. you have, man, and like the people who really do construction, they either they love it or they just really need that kind of money. But that ain't my kind of work. Like them people, they work marathon long hours and a lot of brutal work. I pass. But yeah, it definitely ain't nothing wrong with having a job if that's the route you want to go. I never talk against that, but should nobody be made to feel like they just have to do that because the next man. One thing I done learned, it took me a while, is, and this ain't throwing no shade at nobody. I'm just talking. But most people, if you notice people who always say something is stupid or they always talking down or against and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10 they failed trying to do it. If somebody's always bashing something or it's always something negative they got to say about it, they are hurt by the situation. I see too many quartetters die with no life insurance. And see, it's crazy when you can get policies. Some policies like $3 a month. So it's really no reason why nobody shouldn't have life insurance. I got a policy. I think my parents got a policy on me. So this stuff is affordable. People just don't want to do it. Some people just rather y'all know what we like to do with our money. Quartet paid my bills for almost 3 years straight. I went back to work because I wanted to do something different. And like I said, with the right situation, you can do that. You can contract yourself out to certain groups. What's my boy Trey Merritt? Trey Merritt is one of the dopest musicians ever, and he is dope enough. Him and Mario, they are dope enough to where they can play for any group, any artist, and you would think they were members. But they are pretty much like independent contractors. So if you ever need a guitar player, bass player, or anything like that, call Trey Merritt or Mario Smith. When I quartet full time, my bills get paid. Oh yeah, like I said, I know quartet done been good to me. I would never talk bad about it. I can't. So the people who you really see who just talk down and diss it all the time, it didn't work out for them. That's all it is. If they would have made the money that some people in quartet see, they wouldn't have nothing bad to say about it. So like if you see somebody just, I ain't see that they'll buy the latest Jordans, but won't put the same amount of money in a CD. Yeah, you can do nowadays. Get your home set up. That's where I'm sitting in right now. I got my home set up going. I'm about to dive into learning how to mix and engineer again and all that stuff. So quartet ain't getting paid because there's a lot of janky promoters. Oh yeah, I touched on that. I definitely touched on that. I touched on that point too. That a lot of them don't have anything to offer. So the promoters can tell you anything. Sometimes they can even have the money. The promoters can have the money and still tell you that is short. Man, I have literally seen it all. I done seen it all. But there's money in all music. Right. Matter of fact, man, we was watching the video. We was coming from Mississippi. And I found the video, and people always talk about how country music is the highest paid. I was watching this guy. He used to play for some of the bigger country artists. He said the average country musician today who's playing for like the country acts, the average musician is only making anywhere from $100 to $250 a show. And these people are playing in sold out arenas. They only make $100 to $250 a show doing country music. Quartet has been good to me. I can't talk bad about it. Quartet has been good to me, man. Country music, the musicians only making that much. And I'm sure the artists themselves probably making more, but that's all you can pay for sold out arenas. It's wild business. But yeah, you definitely can make money in all genres. You can do it. For me, I don't mind doing R&B and Southern soul and stuff like that. Now my comfort level is gospel because that's just how I grew up. But now if somebody like Jodeci, if Jodeci would have called me out, hey, I'm sorry, I got to go. Jodeci can call me right now. I'm packing up. I am gone. Quartet has been one. Oh yeah, support. Don't depend on promoters for your living. Make money sitting at home. Now, Paul, the only thing I will say, I kind of kick back against that because most artists, well, I ain't gonna say most. Some of these artists, this is their livelihood. So if y'all if y'all came to that agreement, you should honor that agreement. So that means the promoter, if the promoter booked the show, they should already at least have some. I say half of their money, if not all. Matter of fact, I got a homeboy of mine. I asked him how does it work on the R&B side. He said you really don't see a lot of shorts in R&B, but he said it happens more frequent than people realize. But he like most of them guys are like drug dealers. Those promoters are drug dealers. Some of them, and they just got money like that. So they don't really take a lot of losses. But he was like, it can happen in certain situations because it's janky promoters. But those guys, they usually be paid, either they paid up front or if it's through, he said Live Nation. Live Nation is actually like a legit corporation. So they pay, I think he said Live Nation pay you at the end of the month. Don't depend on promoters for your living, but promoters need to pay when they employ. Oh yeah. But like I said, the only thing about that is if you come to an agreement, on your agreement, if you see where it's not, you don't think you're gonna have it, let the artist know. Some artists, they'll work with you. They'll be like, all right, well, let's do this. But you have to let them know. The issue comes in when you don't say anything or you make it seem like everything is all right when you know it ain't. How much money are you really taking home after every show individual? I touched on that too. You never really know what that person agreed with either the lead singer who pay or the manager who pay. Everybody might have a different, because now some groups they have like a split, like a flat rate, like I'm paying this. You have some that ask you, okay, so what do you need to be a part of this? Or then you have the musicians who would be like, well, if I come be a part, I need this. It goes a lot of different ways. So it's a different stroke for different folk type thing. Deacon Smith and Brother West gonna start being in the man. They ain't never left. They have never left. Now, if y'all want me to drop the link and y'all want to come up, you can. Let me know. But I kind of feel like I'm about ready to get off. But yeah, you never really know what that person agreed to. Make sure I ain't miss no comments. Oh yeah, even down to the host. Y'all make sure these hosts are being taken care of. Sean here, she hosts shows. Yep, she's a good host, and I'm sure she take care of her business whenever she has a show to attend. Churches pay a hell of a lot of money. Oh yeah, man, Paul, I filled in. It wasn't in Atlanta, but it was in Griffin. I filled in. I did two services one Sunday, and when I got my check, I was like, I said, man, I think y'all gave me what y'all made an offering today. I seen that check. I was like, ain't no way I made this. I kind of wouldn't mind having me a church on this end to play at. Yeah, yeah. So, but if you do got a good church gig, do not mess that up. Matter of fact, when I first came, I came on the road. Dang, I'm getting old. 10 years ago, when I first came on the road, a guy told me, he was like, man, you really want to do this? I said, yeah. He was like, man, if you got you a solid church situation, don't come out here. And y'all know who I'm talking about. But he told me, he was like, man, if you got a solid church, don't talk about no road. But like I said, it's been good. I made it work. I know how to. I know how to. Oh, how can I say this without sounding like I'm bragging? I know how to make money. I put it like that. I know how to make money. Like, I know if one thing ain't working, it might take me a day or two, but I'm gonna figure something else out. I'm definitely gonna figure something like, what else can I do to supplement this income? Quartet for life. Love you guys. Oh yeah. Shout out to Quartet for life. Give them a great big hand. Y'all give Mr. Paul Dorsey a great big hand. Y'all, Paul got a show coming up. I want to say, is it in April? If you get me the flyer, I'll post it. Yeah, but Paul got a show coming up here in Atlanta. It's gonna be, let me see how good my memory. The Cantons, Shirley Caesar, Mickens, Jackson Southern Airs. I want to say the Jackson Southern Airs on it. I'm trying to do literally all this off of memory, and that ain't working out too well. But y'all make sure y'all support Mr. Dorsey on his upcoming concert. Let's see. Somebody just sent me something. Oh, okay. But my point again, you can make money in Quartet. Is there in certain areas, certain markets. I've seen it. I've touched it. Just because it don't work for you don't mean it ain't working for nobody else. That just means you're just not with the best. You're not with the best situation you can be in. I'll never down it. But like I say, have you backups. Always keep something else in your pocket. You know what? You can make an OnlyFans. Give it up for OnlyFans. Make your OnlyFans. Make your OnlyFans if you got to. What up, Kurt? Man, Paul have some of the best shows I done been to, man. I don't know what he do, but Paul always have great shows. Like, oh yeah, definitely. Well, I made it to an hour mark. I'm tired of talking to y'all for right now. So do what you do, get your money. You can make money doing Quartet. Don't believe the hype with all that 9-to-5 jazz, because people lose jobs every day. Yeah, OF, not a bad idea. Yeah, people lose jobs every day. People lose gigs every day. But make sure you practicing to give the best possible performance that you can too, so you can keep your money rolling and keep your mind open and fresh to all kind of ideas, because music is constantly changing, business is changing, and so you want to make sure you don't age out and phase out and get left behind in this ever-changing world. We got to get back on them interviews, man. We working on it. Trey Sean got a abscess, man. I told him, boy, got to stop eating all that candy, man. So we're gonna make sure he get back right so he can come on. But y'all just stay tuned to the Facebook, like this, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I'm trying to get monetized over there. Yeah, I just need, give me about 200 more subscribers. You know, just subscribe. It's under my name, Richard Brown Jr. You can hit that cash out right there too if you don't mind. That sound like I'm begging. You know what? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a great night.